how many people voted for her?
I believe 66 million, and I'm sure only half of those were dead.
Well, we have, okay, let's say 47 million living individuals who have literally sucking the cock of the liberal left for years. And they're just morons. They're falling for all of this propaganda.
True.
And I would like to see all of these talking heads who are parroting all of these lies to incite fear, to have them sued into the Stone Age. Because, I mean, come on.
Yeah, they deliberately radicalized people to the point where 3 different attempts were made on a former sitting president, soon to be future president's life.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong.
But we're being the ones. We're being the ones being labeled divisive.
Correct. And first of all, Trump never said he's going to like put people up against a wall and execute them. I mean,
you should hear the stuff that the college kids are regurgitating right now.
Yeah, I know, because they're morons.
Yep.
They sit there and look you in the face and go, well, I'm college educated.
It means nothing.
I mean, you're brainwashed.
Yes.
Yeah. And you can regurgitate information. And I can probably go online and see your college professor's syllabus, the books that he sells that he writes and gets kickbacks on, and figure out what you think.
We've done shows about this in the past.
It's
like 2/3 of your college education is to make you well-rounded. Well, who's fucking paying for this?
The only thing they mean by well-rounded is to be able to get up to a 9 to 5 to go to a building to be a tax slave.
In the butt.
That's it. Don't question your routine.
Mm-hmm.
What were you going to say, Steve?
Well-rounded just means compliant.
Yes, that's really all it means.
That's it. Yes. That's all it means.
1,000%.
Yep.
And like I went and took an editing class a couple of years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting down there, and the guy's going through my old transcript from OCC, and he's like, "Well, you seem to be all caught up, so we don't really have to add anything." And I go, "I wouldn't take anything anyway.
Yeah.
I just want this one class." And he gives me this strange look, and I'm like, "I've been through this ringer before. I'm not falling for your bullshit. And if you dare say I have to take some gender studies bullshit, I will have this whole place locked up in court fast so you can say fuck off."
Damn right. Back to the where we're talking about these so-called educated people talking about their rights being taken away. I have learned the secret ingredient for just getting their brains to lock up, like somebody threw a freaking monkey wrench into the cog machine. Which rights specifically are you worried about?
No, you're a bigot.
And then you just watch them go. And so the dot matrix printer kicks in.
But here's the thing:
the blue screen of death.
They are hiding murder behind the word right.
That's exactly it.
Well, they might be confused. Like, I can't either schmortion my kid or get my kid, drafted by BlackRock and Vanguard to Ukraine. Maybe they're confused.
I don't know.
God forbid you actually want, people to have a healthy, prosperous life.
Well, if they weren't confused, they would understand that only, men can get women pregnant and only women can carry babies. It's
correct.
And that's when I hear about these people all the time and trying to be like, like I'm sorry, I have no vested interest whatsoever in listening to the opinion of someone who thinks men can have periods and women can have erections. Okay, it does nothing for me. I'm wasting my time being in the same room with somebody who's stealing my oxygen and has these thoughts and thinks that they're okay.
Yeah, I mean, I have zero fucks to give over this insanity. It needs to go away.
And that's why we're here tonight, is to celebrate the coping and seething.
So let me tell a little story about a phone conversation I had this morning. I waited a day. I have 4 sisters. Of the 4, 3 are berserker liberals.
Berserker liberals.
One lives in a private, tiny little bubble. She married very well and lives in Coconut Grove, which is an exclusive neighborhood in Miami. Her house is worth a couple mil, probably. She married well. And so she lives in that liberal bubble of wealth and thinks that everything that the news media says is actually happening. It's just not happening in her little bubble.
Of course, yeah.
One was a teacher who just bought the whole thing, and she's just the things that come out of her mouth. I can't take it. But the other is a professor.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
It's just incredible. But the one I talked to this morning is a professor at an exclusive university in Florida where she teaches business education. And she has a measured IQ of like 142. But she's never been out of the education bubble. So I call her this morning, and right off the bat, she launches into how in Florida now, you'll go to jail if you try to get an abortion, and if they don't even do medical emergency abortions, and all of her friends are going to die, and this, that, and the other. I'm like,
that amendment was literally struck down. It didn't get voted in.
Yeah.
No, she claims that it did, though.
It didn't.
Well, yes, I know.
And the recreational marijuana bill both got struck.
Bigot.
Guilty as charged.
Istophobe igot covers everything.
Yeah.
No. I'm attempting to mimic the brain pattern of what I was dealing with. As I was trying to explain to her that, wait, no, that's not actually, and she just lost it. And she's like, my friend has a medical problem, and she had cancer, and she has all these drugs, and if she had to get an abortion, she'd die.
Well, she maybe wouldn't have cancer if she didn't go around getting HPV by sucking it through a hole in the wall.
Did I mention the part where she's a senior professor at this exclusive university?
Oh, my God, no.
Okay. Shit. All of her friends are... No.
College kids, liberals?
Childless cat ladies?
No eggs.
No eggs.
None of them are getting
0 eggs per hour.
The barren wastelands.
Well, put it this way. Her husband drives a Maserati. Okay, that's the level we're talking about here.
Does he know Rick?
What? No, but he knows. He knows Crockett and Tubbs.
Okay, all right.
Crockett and Tubbs.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
But I had a real life version of it this morning.
So hang on. Does she have any children?
2.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
How old are they?
Teenagers.
I'm sorry.
Both of them wish they weren't white.
They're fucked.
Of course.
They're fucked.
Yep.
Yes.
See, now that mindset at that age is concerning because that's not going to go away. Just going to go away with an election.
Why do you think they got so many people to jump on the Troon bandwagon?
Yeah.
When you bake it into these kids' noodles during their formative years that their identity is negative, but you can give them a selection of positive ones to choose from so that they can join the special victimhood Olympics. They're going to jump at it.
This will go one of 2 ways. Either it will stay with them for the rest of their lives and they will have this low self-esteem, or
it'll backfire spectacularly.
They're going to come home from somewhere one day wearing tailored Hugo Boss suits and polished jack boots. And my sister's going to lose her shit, but it'll be her fault because that kind of backlash it's one or the other. You don't get a moderate version of
But
that.
hang on. So your sister lives in a $2 million house in a gated community.
No, that's the older sister.
And
my baby sister is the one who is the professor with the husband who drives the Maserati. She lives in Boca.
Which is Spanish for mouth, which is probably what she should shut.
Now, if I was going to move to Florida with my budget, I could have a trailer.
Yes.
That's about it.
Your case may be a galer.
Just pop up at the truck stop.
A place
I could probably get you a 1-bedroom flat above one of the bathhouses.
He should have a pop-up tent
on Miami Beach. Yeah.
Nothing good happens in those bathhouses.
Most of the people there wear thongs.
No, thank you.
On the daily.
That sounds horrifying.
I'm not even kidding though. Not even remotely kidding. That's the terrible part. Is I'm not even remotely kidding.
Pop walking around, long sleeves, long pants, surrounded by banana hammocks. He'd be in heaven.
No.
It's a horrible visual.
But that's exactly what I went down to hang out with Buddy Broomer about last year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And I walked around the same shit. He goes, "Aren't you hot?" I'm like,
"You did the same thing in Vegas. It was like 110 degrees."
Because I mean, it's hot, but it's not like Iraq hot. I mean, I'm good.
Right?
Look like sweaty Waldo walking through Vegas.
Come on. I was a lot fatter
Sweaty
back
Waldo.
then. Well, he had tit sweat.
I had tit sweat, because I had moobs.
Yeah, moob sweat.
I had to get rid of them.
The moob sweat is very real.
That was in 22 when I realized that I needed to start make the needle goes south.
Yep. And you live alone a little too long when, if you're out of salt, you just scrub your moob sweat onto the mashed potatoes.
Oh, God.
That's horrible.
Wow.
You disgusting, nasty bastard.
It's like
Wow.
cootie juice in the dishes.
Cootie juice is on the dishes and movie sweat on your potatoes. I mean,
Come on
It's like,
now.
what
That's
Stop.
the next logical step.
Listen, you got to understand. There's
Blake,
a
you're
reason.
so injured. Who hurt you, man?
There's a reason.
Well,
Who hurt you, bro?
when I
hang
was
on,
a
hang on.
kid, Bozo the clown touched me.
But hey, there's a
He
reason.
tried to make my dick squeak.
There's a reason why I call this place the lair instead of a home.
Yes,
All right.
because home is where the heart is, and yours is cold, black, and dead.
What happens if
Correct.
you don't have a heart?
Well, it's a whole other. It's like a lich thing, and
It's a lich thing.
it's
He doesn't have a heart anymore. He has a phylactery. Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
that's the D&D in me speaking.
We got some super chats here, real quick. Just a few of them. I'll rip through them, and then we'll get into our first article. Because we're going to go over how it went versus, or how it started versus how it's going. And,
so much salt. So many
and
tears.
we'll leave it up to you guys in the chat as well as you guys in this room. I have some fucked up and funny submissions for tonight. However, virtually all of our content is coming in the form of tweets and videos as well from the Butthurt Leftoids.
Oh,
So
but
if
they're
we're
good.
having fun and we haven't gone through all of them at like 9:15, 9:30, and you guys just want to keep that going,
No problem.
no
I'm
problem.
okay with that. Yeah.
Hey, did anybody watch any of The View?
I watched a couple seconds of it, and I just sat there chuckling. I was at work. I'm like, I have to see this.
I
clicked
went
it
onto
again.
my fucking phone. I DVR'd that shit. I don't watch it, but I was either like, when's that on? I fucking DVR'd it. They were so angry. It made me so
Sadomasochist.
happy. Like,
They need to get rid of that show, man.
No, leave it. It's comedy.
like I need entertainment, man. It's like I gotta like that's my daughter. Hey, like don't end up like that.
Yeah.
Nah.
Don't let this happen to you.
They can smurf my goddamn balls.
I mean, seriously.
I mean,
Ugh, Whoopi Goldberg is. Well, what did that video that Big Bad Wolf sent us say? It looks like she ate her former self and puked it out, and this is the monstrosity that stands before us today.
so
Something
Steve,
like
how
that.
many
Cool.
offs do we give about this?
A bucket. We have a couple of buckets out back.
Buckets of offs. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you got to match the offs with the fucks.
Yeah.
Thus the
we've got
fuck
a couple
offs.
buckets out back.
Okay.
We just follow rules.
That's
we're not
right.
we're not the left.
Yes.
It's simple math.
Yeah, we respond to facts, logic, and reason instead of emotions, propaganda, and reeing.
I literally have no fucks to give over the delusional left and all of the carnage that they've fucking caused amongst themselves.
I'm usually not a rub it in their person face, and to me it's not even really about rub it in their face. It's more about keep the momentum and the traction and pulverize these sons of fucking bitches. So this whole communist woke shit is just fucking out.
Well, the bottom line is this. For the past
Sorry.
4 years, we have been subjected to nonstop propaganda and psychological projection.
Yes.
And these people are terrified. Oh, my God. What if he goes after his political enemies? That would be the end of the republic. Well, first of all, they never call it a republic, so that's me bringing facts
Democracy.
into it.
Yeah, this is the first time I've heard him talk
no.
about how it's a fucking republic. They
Listen,
never want to say
we
it
need
is.
to create a new sport here at the Redonkulous Regiment called Rub It in Your Face.
Rub it in your face.
We need to become so good at it, it becomes a sport.
Bring back shaming. I'm losing some social media followers.
Shaming
That's fine.
works.
It's a good thing. I'm
Yes,
doing
it
right.
does.
So when people talk about how they're not proud of their country, tell them you're as proud of it now as you've ever been. Rub their face in it
Yeah.
like they just shit on the carpet, and you just grab them by the scruff and just oh yeah, see what you see, you like that.
But here's the thing. If they had pulled that shenanigans and, pulled 20 million votes out of their ass and there was a mysterious Harris win, we could quite possibly be in the beginnings of a two-way rifle range.
We could still be.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
It's
can.
that there's
It's gonna be
2.5
a
months. It is 2.5 months between now and
I know, but-
January 20th.
But here's the thing. The guys on the right don't really have the advantage. The left has Antifa, BLM. They have the whole infrastructure in place. They have the intel and all of that stuff. We have to be playing catch up.
Well, the thing is, being organized only helps to a point. There's a
You're
reason
correct.
why the Americans defeated the regulars.
Ooh, Well, we can go.
Just saying, they had all the training, all the weaponry, and everything like that. The only thing that kicked it off is when they tried to come and confiscate our weapons. No, it wasn't about tea.
No,
It was about them trying to confiscate an armory.
Lexington and Concord they were going to get the ammunition.
And what you had was people were fighting guerrilla-style warfare against people who were hyper-organized and they didn't know what to do. Francis Marion, great example. The Swap Fox used to just come, little sniper attacks, and then he would lead the regulars into the swamp and then just let the disease and the animals and the insects do the job.
And he got that tactic from Rogers Rangers.
Yeah, I used to bang one of his descendants. It was actually pretty awesome.
So what was his name? One of the other things we saw.
Your mom.
Hang on, let Steve talk.
One of the other things we saw over the lockdowns and all of that stuff is whenever one or two of us resisted and fought back, they crumble. So all of their organization and intelligence, everything isn't worth a damn thing because they can't hold the line when it comes time.
Exactly. You're talking about people who need a safe space from opinions.
Yeah. Remember Moldylocks? Let alone what Kyle Rittenhouse did to the one guy, shot him at point blank, blew his arm off.
That was awesome.
Do you remember Moldylocks?
Oh, you mean Beetlejuice?
Do you remember that one? The female who took the swing at the one guy and he just absolutely decked her ass.
God, I forgot about that. That was amazing.
Yeah. And here's another thing that's probably going to take place within a year of Trump taking office is you're going to see the restraints of the DOJ go away. And he's probably going to make it one justice for everyone instead of persecuting people who defend themselves.
Top 3 tiers of DOJ needs to go bye-bye.
Correct. And that's not just the DOJ. It's all of the intelligence agencies the top 3 tiers need to be fired or retired.
Yes, they do.
All right. And all of the intelligence agencies.
You could probably get rid of
stand by. All of the DOJ top 3 tiers, they need to go away.
And most of the bureaus themselves need to go away.
And you know what? Trump has been releasing plans on his own social networks that the mainstream media refuses to cover.
Of course. Which is why we all know that it was an inside job in Butler, Pennsylvania, because CNN never live covers a Trump rally.
But here's the thing. He was a president. He was taken down by cheating. All right. In my opinion, of course. And by the numbers, it looks like cheating. All right. Now, people are going to get mad at me for saying this. That was a blessing in disguise.
It was.
Because we got to see exactly what they want to do.
Yeah, it really pulled the curtain back.
Yes.
It would have been another 4 years of impeachment bullshit and blockades in legislature.
That's a good point.
But hang on. Now he's in, right? He's 78 years old. He was shot once and survived by divine intervention. That man has nothing left to lose.
Yep.
So he'll be 82 when he rotates out. And more than likely, if he lives to the end of his term, he won't really live much longer than that. Most people... That's it.
Hey, if he does everything that he wants to do, if I were him, I could die satisfied.
I'm expecting a couple more attempts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, probably just during the transition.
There's a reason why they are starting to peddle this fiction at such a furious pace. They're hoping to radicalize somebody to the point where they pick up a pew-pew again.
Hey, did you see the thing they're trying to float now? A couple of them are trying to float, Trump actually won the last election, so he can't serve a third term.
Yeah, I could actually see that.
Wow.
No, a couple of people tried to float that. I saw.
But he didn't get to serve in office. The election results of cheating were certified. So
which means, you've just admitted to cheating, so now you all go to jail for sedition.
Treason.
The projection and the gaslighting is, and the amount. There's so many people too. Yeah, like yesterday and today, just like that were obviously not on our side, for lack of a better term, that were just pricks for years, and just like, oh, well. Sorry, let's pretend it never happened. Like, no, fuck you. You destroyed people's businesses.
That was the narrative like six months ago and beyond. For hang on, for the past year, they're like, but look, we all need to get along now and move forward. No, go fuck yourself.
Yep.
I want to see every motherfucker in Cobo Hall who wheeled in boxes of ballots after 1 a.m.
And it wasn't for lack of trying this time either.
Yeah, the people who were putting up pizza boxes to block view. I want to see the deputies, everyone who supported that shit in fucking jail.
What about those certifying officials, the Wayne County Board, that were intimidated and not fucking signing up? They came out and said they were not going to sign, and people showed up at their house, and they weren't given protection at their house, and they had to fucking sign off.
Well,
it's fucking bullshit.
We have the dirtiest Secretary of State in the country.
Oh, she's a communist.
She has lost.
She's a fucking
10
communist.
lawsuits over election integrity, and the media has not talked about a
all three
She's
of
a
the heads.
communist.
Yeah.
So hang on. What were you saying, Steve?
Nessel is the ringleader. Whitmer is their sock puppet.
Yep.
And Benson is Nessel's Quasimodo.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I mean, that just is what it is.
They're all can't understand normal thinkers, no matter which
They
way
really
you spin.
are. They really are. Blake, I think we need to get to the fun. We're going down the dark.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, we are.
Well, let's rip into
down where the bunnies get killed.
All right, we're going to read these YouTube chats here, and then we'll get into this first article here. We're going to talk about how it started. Shark dentures. When I was in college, I was a moron too. But at least I could still be open to new or contrary information. That skill seems to be lost now. Yeah, because back when we were in college, we were taught critical thinking. Now they just teach you what to think.
Yep.
Wow. No excuse for stupidity. We're all stupid, but only a few of us are wise. Yeah, well, most of us just... what did Christoph say in The Truman Show? We accept the reality of the world with which we're presented. Most people deliberately don't like to look beneath the surface because it's too hard.
Oh, check this out. There's an email here.
So the Truman Show is just Plato's allegory of the cave.
I just got an email
from
one of our fans.
Yes.
Saying Putin released a 4,000-page report exposing how the elites rigged 2024.
2024?
Yeah.
This past one?
Yes.
Well, they might have tried to rig it and it didn't work.
But because there's too many eyes.
Yep.
And people were not playing that game anymore.
Oh, yeah. Project Veritas was on the ground when those three people with huge containers of ballots decided they were going to walk into Cobo Hall the other night. And oops, we got their faces. We got the security letting them in. Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry. Not sorry.
There's going to be a lot of... Listen, you're going to see the media playing Trump's the dictator because he's just trying to bring back a semblance of normalcy. Mm-hmm. Because what we have going down with the left, literally, if they kept winning elections, the whole country would be California.
Yep.
California literally can't pay their own fucking bills because they're giving away money hand over fist to stay in power. It's the freebie, vote for me mentality.
Yep. And what I love about this election, too, is that they can't use the typical cope, which is, we need to abolish the Electoral College.
Oh, my God.
He won the popular vote, too.
So. He
creamed it this time.
But here's the thing. This shit.
This is the definition of a landslide.
But the thing about the Electoral College is the old, dirt farters who came up with the Constitution realized that if you have no Electoral College, the whole country would be run by mob rule.
It's two wolves and a sheep fighting over what's for dinner.
Correct.
That's democracy.
Because every pure democracy that has ever existed has failed monumentally.
Just like communism. Oh, they just haven't done it right.
Without the Electoral College, in the day of the founders, Philadelphia, Boston, and New York would have decided everything. Yeah. Now it would be New York, Chicago, LA, and Atlanta, and Houston deciding the fate of the entire country.
Yeah, fuck.
I have heard people say, and I agree with them, that for electing senators within the states, the counties should have their own electoral colleges.
Damn right.
I've been saying that for years.
Absolutely.
Yep, they should.
The counties should have their own electoral
But they'll never pass that because there's way more red counties than blue counties. Because they one of the copes...
That's how you pass it.
Yeah, one of the copes about Kamala not performing better than Biden in any county in any states. Well, she did outperform Biden in like 58 counties. Yeah, the blue shitholes.
Yeah,
you can expect.
We have 109 counties in Michigan.
Yes,
58 counties.
Means nothing.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporters Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.